I won't let my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis symptoms define me.
Emerge as you. In 2 clinical studies, Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, provided 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks in 7 out of 10 adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. In a study, nearly 7 out of 10 patients with 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks were still clearer at 5 years. At 1 year and thereafter, patients and healthcare providers knew that Tremfya was being used. This may have increased results. Results may vary.
Serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms of infection, including fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough. Tell your doctor if you had a vaccine or plan to.
Emerge as you. Learn more about Tremfya, including important safety information at tremfya.com or call 1-877-578-3527. See our ad in Food and Wine magazine. For patients prescribed Tremfya, cost support may be available.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
Today, we're back with another Mailbag episode. Thank you to everyone who has submitted your thoughts on Hallmark happenings. You can always send us your emails, girlsgonehallmark@gmail.com, and hopefully your email will be read in an upcoming episode of the podcast. And we have an array of topics to talk about. We're talking the new football movie. We're talking the Hearts Are on the Table movie. We're talking our fan favorites. So y'all delivered this week.
Our first email is from Caitlin. She writes, "Hi, here are my thoughts on the new football movie. Time out. No pun intended. We haven't talked about the new forthcoming Hallmark Christmas football movie, have we?
No, not here on the podcast. We haven't.
So what day was that? It feels like a long time ago, but and I can't even remember that football guy's name who made the announcement.
I think it's, I'm going to be wrong. Is it Damar Hamlin?
Maybe. He's the one who suffered some sort of heart injury while playing.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even make that connection because I remember that story, like the on-field emergency.
Yes, exactly. A couple seasons ago. Remember? That was very scary.
It was very scary, and my brain did not put those two items together.
What if the movie is about that?
Well, that's where my brain was just going. Are we going to be... Because... So, just for reference sake, let's bring it all around. That was announced March 27th.
Okay.
Today, as of recording, is April 9th. This episode will drop on April 11th. But so we're a couple weeks out from this announcement. We haven't talked about it here. Partially because we're not like, things aren't happening in real time around here.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a really interesting thought because I'm certain going to be in the movie, right? He's in the promo for it. So obviously he's going to be one of the Buffalo Bills players who's in the movie.
I hope so.
So are they going to use that story?
Wouldn't that be amazing?
I think all of a sudden, I'm back in on this movie.
Because you were out before?
I wouldn't say I was out. I really worry about a sequel.
Sure.
I always worry about a sequel. And I'm going to say it right here. My biggest feeling of dismay about this movie was I don't want a repeat of last year in the sense that I don't want our slate of Countdown to Christmas movies to suffer under a lack of promotion due to a full court press, wrong sport, on this Buffalo Bills movie.
I agree. That was the biggest complaint I had last year.
Yeah.
I don't want our favorites to get the shaft.
I just want to see a more balanced promotion of our Hallmark movie slate this year.
Well, and let me ask you, do you think Tyler Hines is going to star in this one as well?
Oh, God, I hope not. I love you, Tyler, but I want a completely different story. It already kind of bothers me that it's like a holiday touchdown. It's like literally one word different. A Bills love story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's fine to be like a Chiefs love story, a Bills love story, a Rams love story. That's the tie-in. I don't really want them all to be a holiday touchdown. I'm not going to lie. Just
Yeah,
a personal
and
preference.
the writer is totally different as well,
Yes.
right? We know that for sure.
I just think it would be weird for Tyler to be like, man, now I'm bouncing to the Bills.
Now I'm a huge, Bills fan. Yeah.
Bye, Hunter King. Enjoy life in your family's Chiefs memorabilia store because I got to go north.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Okay, let me get back to Caitlin's email. The title is Strong Football Movie Opinions. So we're not alone here. She writes, hi, here are my thoughts on the new football movie. As a almost lifelong Baltimore Ravens fan, a Hallmark fan for 10 plus years, and a diehard Heine, I had lots of mixed emotions with the Chiefs movie last year. I completely understood why the Chiefs were selected, with Hallmark being located in Kansas City and the incredible success of the team in recent years. But also, I can't stand the Chiefs. LOL. I was excited to hear about the new football movie, but was not delusional enough to think Hallmark would choose Baltimore as a backdrop of a Christmas movie. My first thought, however, when hearing that the Bills were selected was, I guess that means the Bills are in the Super Bowl this year, not the Ravens. I have to pause there.
Are you on conspiracy theory TikTok about football?
No, I am not. What I am, I had to pause because she said, I'm not delusional enough to think Hallmark would choose Baltimore as a backdrop of a Christmas movie, but they did last year. Wasn't that movie No, it wasn't. Never mind.
Were you thinking Donna Kelsey's other movie?
Yes.
It was in Philly.
Oh, my apologies. Okay, moving on. All this to say, I do. Oh, fun fact though. Oh, wait, I don't think that takes place in Baltimore either. The oh my God.
Which one are we talking about now?
The Jodie Sweetin movies. That was about the Raven thing.
Edgar Allan Poe Raven, not football Raven.
Oh my God. Yes, but I think the Ravens were named after that Edgar Allan
Yes, I think
Poe.
you're right.
So
But I think that was just like she's an English teacher tie-in, not a Baltimore Raven Edgar Allan Poe tie-in. Actually, they did
where does that show take place?
They did that Poe Fest. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to Google it. You keep reading.
Okay. All of us to say, I do really hope that Hallmark considers the Ravens in an upcoming year. We are the best we've been since our 2012 Super Bowl year. We have incredible talent on our team, and our coach has been with us since 2008. Our fandom is so strong and has such a unique culture. Hallmark could capitalize on the Han culture. She has quotes HON, and then in parentheses says, if you know, you know. I don't know.
I don't
know either. Crab Fest and our incredible history and gorgeous neighborhoods. Baltimore is a unique, special place, and the love runs deep here. I hope that the bad rap Baltimore gets for our high crime rates doesn't deter Hallmark from seeing the magic we have here. Thanks for coming to my Baltimorean TED Talk. Smiley face. Caitlin from Baltimore, obviously. Does Caitlin work for the Ravens?
Okay, I have 2 follow-up pieces of information. Okay. One, Jane Mysteries is set in Baltimore, Maryland. Nice pull, Wendy.
I knew something was there working in my brain.
Yeah, well done. I would never have gotten there. The Hun culture, HON, refers to the city's unique dialect and working class heritage, exemplified by the term Hun, short for honey, and the annual Hun Fest, a celebration of Baltimore's working class women.
So is it like, would you grab that box for me, Hun?
I think that's the abbreviation there. Yeah. Huns have become, according to this article from the BBC, one of Baltimore's most prominent mascots. For 2 days in June, Baltimore's quaint neighborhood of Hampton is invaded by Huns, armed with beehives, feather boas, and cat-eye glasses bedazzled with rhinestones. A street festival that honors historic working-class women of Baltimore.
Well, that's cool.
So, yes, that is a look, they need this kind of thing. Like they need something to make it a little more interesting. I mentioned football conspiracy theory. I don't buy into any of this. I think this is a real teenage boy phenomenon, but a lot of people believe like the NFL is a lot of people. No. Conspiracy theorists believe that the NFL is scripted and that like the people playing in the Super Bowl are predetermined. That was my comment. That's where that came from.
Oh, interesting.
When she said, I guess that means the Bills are in the Super Bowl. That was my.
Oh, see the tie in there. Well, here's the thing. So there's that show. I don't know if you guys probably don't watch it. It's on HBO. It's called Hard Knocks. It's usually like a preseason football documentary where HBO spends time with the football team preseason during their workouts and all that stuff. It's been on for several years.
And NFL team that they spend time with?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And some people believe it's a curse. So like if HBO comes there, then they do terribly that season. Now, speaking of curses, I mean, the Chiefs did lose the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, but didn't they win the 2 prior to that?
Yes, but their Hallmark movie came out last year and then they proceeded to lose the Super Bowl. So do you really want the Hallmark movie to come and be the HBO Hard Knocks curse? I don't know.
I hope that's not the case. I think it sets itself up for being a curse if we're dealing with like if it does happen with the Bills this year. My feeling is like, look, they had won the previous 2. It was their time to lose, right? Like,
oh yeah, a three-peat is hard to do.
Yeah, and we're dealing with basically the same team. Like it was, Kelsey and Mahomes those 3 years. Football's hard on the body. Like I'm not saying those guys aren't stellar athletes, but they are aging. So at some point, someone's got to give.
Welcome to Football Talk with Megan and Wendy.
And I know nothing
your new sports
about
show.
Football. Nothing. At one point, was my resolution to like understand football. I mean, I understand the basics, but there's a lot of nuance that I don't get. I'll be honest.
It's okay.
Not that I don't understand. I want to give myself credit. I'm capable of understanding it. I just don't know it.
Well, you know what you do know? Baseball. I saw that you were at a game recently.
It was so fun.
Baseball is not fun. I am sorry. It's so
They
boring.
won 10-3. It was such a damn delight. It was
enjoy it now because you know they're going to lose the rest of the season.
Stadium was packed. I'm just ignoring that. Look,
with their $7 tickets, I'm sure it was packed. I'm sorry.
No,
you know where Angels fans choose.
I know. They're actually not that inexpensive because going into this game, they were in first place. They're not anymore. They might be in second. My husband was like, hey, look, this is the one time this is going to happen all season. Angels in first place. Look, I know it's sometimes hard to be a fan of some teams. We were looking for new Angels merch.
Good luck.
And well, we're trying to look like outside of like the MLB official merch because it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like looking all over. Sorry about the tangent, y'all. I mean, tap, tap, tap. Sometimes people like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I found this like Angels World Series champ sweatshirt. I'm like, I can't. Like, it was so cute, but it literally says like 2002. And I was like, that's 23 years ago. I just can't do it. But this is my final baseball comment and then I'll move on. I was wearing my David Eckstein shirt to the game. David Eckstein was on the 2002 world champion team.
And someone Megan wishes that she married.
I mean, not anymore at the time.
I give Megan a hard time about wanting to be a baseball wife.
Yeah, I would actually hate that life. I don't pine for David Eckstein, just to be clear, but he was my favorite player on the team. And a few years ago, my husband ordered me an Eckstein shirt on eBay because they don't make like old player shirts. Some teams do. Angels don't. Anyway, I was wearing that. And some guy walking in behind me, he was like, is that an Eckstein shirt? He's like, I love it. It makes me want to get my Thunder Sticks out, which is like a real deep cut.
Oh, man. Thunder Sticks. Those were fun.
And then my husband was wearing a Wally Joyner shirt, which is like an even deeper cut.
Wally Joyner.
But then this guy walks by and I see the back of his shirt is Sean Figgins. I was like, he's one of us. Sean Figgins also on the 2002 championship.
You lost me at Sean Figgins. Troy Glass.
Shawnee.
I could have.
You know Sean Figgins. Chone.
Oh, Sean. Yeah, Choney. Yes. Yes.
It all comes back. It'll all come roaring back to you. Anyway, it was a good first game to go to because they scored. And they were like hitting home runs.
Is Mike Trout hurt?
Not yet. And he has my husband was getting so annoyed because it's like the 6th game of the season that we were at, but his batting average was like 160. And he comes up and the whole stadium goes wild. He was like, dude, he sucks right now. What are you doing? Like, you cannot just like sit in your past glory for all of these years. Yes, you have the potential to be a superstar baseball player. The reality is you're always hurt. And sometimes not that great.
Yeah. Like, when are you going to retire, dude?
I'm just going to play out the rest of that $9 billion contract.
Thanks to Caitlin.
Thank you to Caitlin. I am going to jump to Instagram because we do have one more comment about the upcoming football movie.
Okay.
And I'd like to keep it thematic. From Wayne. Wayne says, okay, I'm not a huge football guy, but why would a team associated with so much heartbreak like the Buffalo Bills be the ones to get the next Hallmark movie? Pause. Heartbreak, pun intended. Also, let's get some
because of Hamlin.
Yeah, which I didn't get that originally. I don't think it was intentional either.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, let's get some other sports in there. Snowballs and strikeouts, a Dodgers story. Pause. The Dodgers are like really, really good.
The Dodgers can like pound sand as far as I'm concerned right now.
I mean, I hate the Dodgers, but they're also good. And they have the actual best Angels player on their team. Once an angel, always an angel. Shohei Ohtani. I'm giving little heart fingers right now. Holiday hat trick, a Boston Bruins story, full court Christmas, a Miami Heat story, and swept off her feet, a Winter Olympics curling story. We have a whole new genre here, folks.
Oh my gosh, a curling story. That's hilarious. I could get down with a basketball story.
Yeah, I'm sure you could. Women's basketball. We need to change it up, folks.
Yeah, you want to talk about the portal, the college NCAA portal? Anyone? No? Okay, just me.
No, I love your excitement for it. Every time it pops up, I'm like, I have no idea what this is talking about, but you sure seem excited about it.
And heartbroken.
Is the portal, are they being traded among colleges or to the pros?
Between colleges, and it's not trading. It's like basically if I want to leave my team, then I'm entering the portal to show the other schools I am available.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and it's been record numbers this season.
Oh.
So, and the portal is ruining college basketball, in my opinion.
Yeah, because it's like normally they go and they stay for 4 years. Like this is not is this kind of new? Like this moving among teams situation.
Mm-hmm. And plus there's NIL, which is essentially money they get paid. So
yeah.
It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. If anybody wants to talk about it with me, you can email me at girlsgonehallmark@gmail.com.
Are you going to need to start a WNBA, well, not just WNBA, women's basketball Hoop Talk with Wendy podcast?
Maybe.
I'll produce it for you. I'll be your editor.
I mean,
hey, we could switch roles. Remember when we started this podcast and you didn't know a damn thing about Hallmark movies? You're like, I don't understand what is happening.
You are hilarious.
We're going to take a quick break and come back with another.
I won't let my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis symptoms define me.
Emerge as you. In 2 clinical studies, Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, provided 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks in 7 out of 10 adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. In a study, nearly 7 out of 10 patients with 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks were still clearer at 5 years. At 1 year and thereafter, patients and healthcare providers knew that Tremfya was being used. This may have increased results. Results may vary.
Serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms of infection, including fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough. Tell your doctor if you had a vaccine or plan to.
Emerge as you. Learn more about Tremfya, including important safety information at tremfya.com or call 1-877-578-3527. See our ad in Food & Wine magazine. For patients prescribed Tremfya, cost support may be available.
The Ego Power Plus Savings Event is on at Lowe's. Right now, get a free select Ego 56-volt battery with purchase of a select trimmer, blower, or mower kit. That's a $299 value. Plus, shop today for new and exclusive items you need for your lawn. So get ready for spring with the latest in innovation from Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Only at Lowe's. We help, you save. Offer valid through 4/16. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Email.
Let's move on to our next email.
Okay. This email is from Era, who says, just a side note, Era sent us a DM on Instagram and she was like, I tried to DM you. It was too long. I had to go to an email. The title of the email is Thoughts on Sherry's Second Act, which is, of course, the second movie in the Hearts Around the Table series currently airing on Hallmark Channel. Available next day on Hallmark Plus. I've got lots of thoughts on the second Hearts Around the Table. Am I going insane that the time frame makes no sense? This movie opens with the siblings surprising Sherry at the airport with welcome home signs, making it seem like she is just arriving home after a long stretch of time. But she was in the entire first movie. I thought maybe the movies were jumping around the time frame, but from context clues such as Rory's advancement on the track team, it seems to have been a couple weeks at most. With that being said, I still did enjoy the film. Now, can we talk about that AI-generated cat portrait at the antique shop? Pause. I gotta see the AI-generated cat portrait. So funny. And when Sherry handed over that huge cat portrait to Kiki and she hung it in her tiny little food truck, I was cracking up. I gotta say, as someone who's not seen 1 second of these movies, I'm loving this description.
Oh boy.
I'm surprised it even fits inside. My final thoughts is in regards to Sherry realizing that one of Evan's grandmother's paintings has been hanging in her foster mother's house for years. I love how she just takes it off the wall and hands it straight to Evan. No second thoughts. Hope mom wasn't too attached to it. Another laugh out loud moment for me. Overall, I'm loving these movies and all the characters so far. Eric closes by saying, sorry for the long one. Please do not apologize. We love your emails. Keep them coming. Thank you, Era.
Well, I have some thoughts.
Yeah.
In our Facebook group, Girls Gone Hallmark, come join if you're not part of it. It's been kind of all over the place, the opinions about these movies.
Indeed. I just revisited a thread about these movies this morning.
I saw someone wrote lame movies.
Do you want to make an announcement?
We are reviewing these movies next month. Look, first of all, May on Hallmark is a hot mess. I don't know what they're doing over there. And they're
ghost
really
town.
messing with what?
I just said a really bad word and I have to bleep it out.
But it is a hot mess over there. I don't know what they're doing. They're messing with our schedule. So we are pivoting and making our own schedule, which I'm actually really excited about. But we have received so many comments and messages and DMs about the Hearts Around the Tables movies that we did not review simply because of travel schedules. So apparently we're adding this to our May review schedule.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say that it's happening for us and not to us because at least it gave us something to do in May. And very soon we will be announcing a new series that we're launching in May that I'm actually really excited about. Actually, 2 new series, I believe. One launches end of this month and one launches in May.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
We got some fun stuff coming to the podcast, folks. So our thoughts on the Hearts Around the Table movies will be coming next month. A little bit delayed, but you can listen in.
I gotta tell you, I have the feelings, like the royal movie feelings.
Oh,
I don't want to do it.
yeah, I know. I know. I regretted rereading all of the comments about the movies because I think that these movies do have a lot of people who enjoy them, but I don't think we're going to be like, wow, look at this revolutionary movie made by Hallmark, because I'm pretty sure they were acquired.
Were they acquired?
Someone in the Facebook group said a movie not made by Hallmark basically has the stink of an acquisition all over it. Those weren't their exact words.
Well, I'll tell you, May's calendar has an acquisition in it as well. Mm-hmm. So buckle up, friends. All right, you want me to hit this last email?
From our girl Paula.
Longtime listener Paula writes 2 emails, actually. The first one says, the title is One Summer. Now, if you have not watched One Summer and or listened to our review of it, stop right now, go watch that movie. It's really good. She writes, once again, a great review. Thank you for including this in your schedule. I was a bit anxious, but Wendy's reassurance did help. Backstory, I messaged Paula after she suggested we watch and review this movie. I watched it and I was like, you're all good, Paula. There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Because it's like her favorite. Anyway, her email goes on to say, of course, I agree with the review. See, we can agree. I agree with your wishes too. They did the best you could expect with the storm, and you needed to have that scene. Jenna helping Jack save Mickey by lighting Lizzie's lighthouse. Such great symbolism. Then the peaceful scene on the beach. It was great. If I could make it personal, I mentioned the other night that I watched it again and, of course, cried. This week is the anniversary of my wife's death, and this is the most honest portrayal of a widowed parent and their children. The scenes where Jack is trying to make a connection with Lizzie but is drawn back by his children's needs are so well done. I always remember that my kids lost their mother, and I still wonder if I did enough. 2 of mine were 12 and 14. Paula goes on to write, 2 things I forgot. Of course, I knew it wasn't personal. Too many movies, too little time. We're trying to do a Boston accent with the stunna. It sounded wicked good. Thanks again. Paula's referring to
Me.
something you said.
Yeah. I said this movie was a stunner.
In that movie?
It wasn't, yeah, it was intentional.
It was. Look at you.
Every once in a while, those 2 brain cells connect.
Me? Are you talking about my brain cells connecting?
No, I'm talking about me, and I make an intentional choice.
Wowza.
Well, I am so glad that we got the Paula stamp of approval on that review. And I do appreciate you noticing. It was a stunner.
The stunner.
All right, friends. This was so much fun. That sounded sarcastic. It wasn't. I love these episodes. Thank you for your emails. girlsgonehallmark@gmail.com. And hey, if you love this podcast, it's never too late to leave a rating or a review in the podcast app that you listen to us in. We're really trying to rack up those Apple Podcast reviews. So if you are an iPhone user, even if you use another fancy schmancy app, hop on over to the Apple Podcast app and leave a 5-star rating and drop a few words about why you love this podcast over there. We super appreciate it. We're Girls Con Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast, and we'll see you. All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.
I won't let my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis symptoms define me.
Emerge as you. In 2 clinical studies, Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, provided 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks in 7 out of 10 adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. In a study, nearly 7 out of 10 patients with 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks were still clearer at 5 years. At 1 year and thereafter, patients and healthcare providers knew that Tremfya was being used. This may have increased results. Results may vary.
Serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms of infection, including fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough. Tell your doctor if you had a vaccine or plan to.
Emerge as you. Learn more about Tremfya, including important safety information at tremfya.com or call 1-877-578-3527. See our ad in Food and Wine magazine. For patients prescribed Tremfya, cost support may be available.
The Ego Power Plus Savings Event is on at Lowe's. Right now, get a free select Ego 56-volt battery with purchase of a select trimmer, blower, or mower kit. That's a $299 value. Plus, shop today for new and exclusive items you need for your lawn. So get ready for spring with the latest in innovation from Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Only at Lowe's. We help, you save. Offer valid through 4/16. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
I won't let my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis symptoms define me.
Emerge as you. In 2 clinical studies, Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, provided 90% clear skin at 16 weeks in 7 out of 10 adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. In a study, nearly 7 out of 10 patients with 90% clear skin at 16 weeks were still clear at 5 years. At 1 year and thereafter, patients and healthcare providers knew that Tremfya was being used. This may have increased results. Results may vary.
Serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms of infection, including fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough. Tell your doctor if you had a vaccine or plan to.
Emerge as you. Learn more about Tremfya, including important safety information at tremfya.com or call 1-877-578-3527. See our ad in Food and Wine magazine. For patients prescribed Tremfya, cost support may be available.
Lowe's is the destination for Ego outdoor power equipment this spring. See what's new and exclusive, like the 17-inch string trimmer with Line IQ technology that auto-feeds to save you time, and the 22-inch Select Cut self-propelled mowers with a multi-blade system for precise cutting. Shop Ego Days, happening now during Springfest at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
I won't let my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis symptoms define me.
Emerge as you. In 2 clinical studies, Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, provided 90% clear skin at 16 weeks in 7 out of 10 adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. In a study, nearly 7 out of 10 patients with 90% clear skin at 16 weeks were still clear at 5 years. At 1 year and thereafter, patients and healthcare providers knew that Tremfya was being used. This may have increased results. Results may vary.
Serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms of infection, including fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough. Tell your doctor if you had a vaccine or plan to.
Emerge as you. Learn more about Tremfya, including important safety information at tremfya.com or call 1-877-578-3527. See our ad in Food and Wine magazine. For patients prescribed Tremfya, cost support may be available.
The Ego Power Plus Savings Event is on at Lowe's. Right now, get a free select Ego 56-volt battery with purchase of a select trimmer, blower, or mower kit. That's a $299 value. Plus, shop today for new and exclusive items you need for your lawn. So get ready for spring with the latest in innovation from Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Only at Lowe's. We help, you save. Offer valid through 4/16. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
I won't let my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis symptoms define me.
Emerge as you. In 2 clinical studies, Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, provided 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks in 7 out of 10 adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. In a study, nearly 7 out of 10 patients with 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks were still clearer at 5 years. At 1 year and thereafter, patients and healthcare providers knew that Tremfya was being used. This may have increased results. Results may vary.
Serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms of infection, including fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough. Tell your doctor if you had a vaccine or plan to.
Emerge as you. Learn more about Tremfya, including important safety information at tremfya.com or call 1-877-578-3527. See our ad in Food and Wine magazine. For patients prescribed Tremfya, cost support may be available.
The Ego Power Plus Savings Event is on at Lowe's. Right now, get a free select Ego 56-volt battery with purchase of a select trimmer, blower, or mower kit. That's a $299 value. Plus, shop today for new and exclusive items you need for your lawn. So get ready for spring with the latest in innovation from Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Only at Lowe's. We help, you save. Offer valid through 4/16. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.